Before we dive in, if you're serious about joining the ranks of the elite, smash that subscribe button. This isn't for spectators, it's for players. Now, let's get real. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't about luck, connections, or even talent, it's about mindset. The top 1% don't just think differently, they act differently. They don't wait for success to come to them, they create it through relentless focus, discipline, and an unshakable belief in their vision. You have the same 24 hours as Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Oprah, or any other elite performer. The difference? How you use them. The 1% don't get lost in distractions, endless scrolling, negative conversations, or excuses. They guard their time like it's their most valuable asset, because it is. Every minute is an investment in their future. Most people think the 1% were born with some unfair advantage. Wrong. What separates them is consistency. They show up every single day, even when motivation is gone. They work when no one's watching, push through setbacks, and refuse to quit when things get tough. The 1% embrace discomfort. They know that if you want a life others only dream of, you must be willing to do what others won't. Most people want the reward but avoid the struggle. The elite? They love the struggle, because it's forging their future strength. Success isn't about overnight miracles, it's about daily habits. The 1% focus on compounding effort, small, disciplined actions that add up over time. Think of a rocket. The hardest part isn't flying, it's breaking through the initial resistance. Once you do, momentum takes over. The 1% fail more than the average person, because they try more. They don't fear failure, they learn from it. Every setback is a lesson, every obstacle a chance to grow stronger. While most quit at the first sign of resistance, the elite keep pushing, because they know breakthroughs come after breakdowns. Here's the truth, no one is coming to save you. The 1% take full responsibility for their lives. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They don't make excuses, they make progress. And they don't settle, because they know their potential is limitless. Are you content with average? Or will you demand more from yourself? The 1% mindset isn't about luck, it's about decision. Decide today that you'll outwork, outthink, and outlast the competition. That you'll refuse to quit, no matter what. The journey won't be easy, but it will be worth it. So ask yourself, are you ready to join the 1%? If the answer is yes, then it's time to act. Let's cut through the noise. The difference between the top 1% and everyone else isn't money, luck, or some hidden advantage. It's one thing, their mindset. The way they think, act, and respond to challenges is fundamentally different. And the good news? You can adopt it starting today. Most people spend time. The 1% invest it. Every hour is a choice, between growth and distraction, between building your future or wasting it. The elite don't just pass time. They leverage it. They ask, is what I'm doing right now moving me closer to my goals? If not, they change course. Immediately. Average people blame circumstances. The 1% take full responsibility. No excuses. No waiting for permission. They know that if their life isn't where they want it to be, the only person who can change it is them. They don't complain, they adjust, adapt, and overcome. The 1% don't just work hard, they evolve relentlessly. They read. They learn. They seek mentors. They're always asking, how can I improve? While others stay comfortable, they lean into discomfort, because they know that's where real growth happens. Success isn't about being the smartest or most talented. It's about who refuses to quit. The 1% understand, every master was once a disaster. Every expert was a beginner. The difference? They kept going when others walked away. They embraced the grind because they know, the longer you stay in the game, the luckier you get. Most people want overnight success. The 1% play the long game. They know that real wealth, real influence, and real mastery take years of consistent effort. They're patient, but they're never passive. They work with intensity, but they trust the process. The average person's attention is scattered, social media, gossip, distractions. The 1% guard their focus like a fortress. They know that where attention goes, energy flows. They don't just avoid distractions, they eliminate them. The 1% don't rely on feeling like it. They show up anyway. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is forever. They don't need applause or recognition, they do the work because it's who they are. You can keep doing what everyone else does, or you can upgrade your mindset and join the 1%. It won't be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. So ask yourself, are you ready to think differently? To act differently? To demand more from yourself than most ever will? If the answer is yes, then it's time to begin. Now go, dominate your day, fire. Let's get one thing straight, the world isn't divided into lucky and unlucky people. It's divided into those who think like the 1% and those who don't. And here's the brutal truth, your current results are nothing more than a reflection of your current mindset. While 99% of people follow the crowd, the 1% write their own rules. They don't ask for permission. They don't wait for validation. They don't care about how it's always been done. They define their own path, and they do it with relentless conviction. Most people run from challenges. The 1% run toward them. Every obstacle is an opportunity to level up. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. They don't fear resistance, they crave it, because they know that's where growth happens. The 99% love to talk, plan, and dream. The 1% obsess over action. Ideas are worthless without execution. The elite don't just think, they do. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create momentum. The 1% understand, your income will never outgrow your mindset. They're lifelong students. They devour books, seek mentors, and invest in their growth, not because they have to, but because they refuse to stay stagnant. Comfort is the enemy of progress. The 1% seek discomfort like it's their job. They know that the magic happens outside the comfort zone, so they live there. While others shy away from hard things, they lean in. The 99% want overnight success. The 1% build empires. They play the long game. They understand that real success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon fueled by daily discipline. The 1% don't tolerate energy vampires, pointless drama, or toxic environments. They guard their focus, their time, and their peace at all costs, because they know those are the currencies of greatness. The world doesn't care about your reasons. It only cares about your results. The 1% don't make excuses, they make adjustments. They don't explain why they can't, they figure out how they will. You can keep doing what you've always done, or you can upgrade your mindset and claim your spot among the 1%. This isn't about being better than others. It's about being the best version of yourself. So I'll ask you one last time, are you ready to leave the herd behind? If the answer is hell yes, then it's time to begin. Now go, make them wonder how you did it, rock it.